Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast.
That's the part that bothers me. I don't want to listen. My biggest phobia, and I've just seen too many fucked up movies. That's the truth. Mm-hmm. You know, The Conjuring, Exorcist 1 at age 2. I'm like, you know, most kids are like watching, Where the Red Fern Grows. I'm watching The Exorcist. You know what I mean? And, you know, so Amityville and shit like that. But when I move into a house, and I want to say I don't feel like I'm an Indian and I've moved from house to house to house, but I've done some moving in my time. You know, I became a moving expert, and that's not good. But you know, when you start packaging each room, and each room is designated in the U-Haul, like this is the kitchen, this is the living room. Like I got that part down.
You're moving expert.
But
right?
when I move into a house, man, the very first thing I ask myself is, man, this house better not be possessed, man. I just moved a lot of shit in here. That's the first. And then second, you know, like this one that I just moved into, I actually paid a pastor to come my second day living there to bless the house.
Oh, shit.
And with the sage, and yeah, I mean, he went off, man. And, you know, I tried to, you know, at the very end, I had like, I think $100 or $200, and I tried to give it to him, and he was like, no, I don't take no. And I was like, for the church.
Yeah, casting out the devil is my job.
I looked at him, I go, for the church. And it's okay. I said the right words.
Yeah, there you go. He's like, oh, okay, it's a donation.
Yeah, it's a donation. It's a donation.
Well, it's definitely a fucking scary thing, bro, because we've had people in this podcast, man, that if, like, their houses are fucking haunted. Yeah. They're haunted as fuck. And I'm like, well, how do you even stay in this house? He's like, well, fuck, where else am I going to go? Yeah. You know, how do I move? You know, I can't just fucking get up and leave, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, dude, that's definitely something to fucking, especially be worried about, dude.
Yeah, and I believe in that, man. I don't know if I told you. Again, I'm trying to refresh on what I talked about last time. But I sold a lady a car. I did sell her a car. I was wondering, was I in the process of selling her? I did sell her. And she said she was a medium. And she said, I can tell you, if I go to your house, if you've had a loved one and I can sense them, I can give you a message. Well, man, I was about 8 months to a year of my dad passing. And I said, all right. I was at the dealership, and I said, do you mind if I just take you to the house? Didn't say nothing. Didn't say nothing about my dad. Didn't talk about his situation. That's how I know it's pretty real, bro. Like, I'm a believer. And not just because of that situation. There's other stuff, you know, but I take her with me. We go to the house. My dad lived in the back of the house. He had his own little house. She walks in there, and she's like, you lost a loved one here. And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. I mean, obviously, here, that's why we're here. Then she turns around, she's like, it was your dad. And I'm like, okay. Maybe you look some stuff up about me or something, but okay. But then she goes, he's here with us now. He wants to tell you something. And this is the part that really got me, because I remember when my dad was in the hospital at Shannon, and he tells me, I remember I called him and I said, man, are you good? Because my dad would always go to the hospital to get drained. You know, he's kind of diabetic. He had issues with his legs, and, you know, they would just like drain his fluids, boom, 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 2-3 days later, you're out. And then back to the house, probably 6-7 times in like a 6-month span. Okay. And I really thought it was going to be like that again. And I remember the Cowboys were playing, and I was talking to my dad on the phone. He goes, the Cowboys come on this afternoon. And I was like, hey man, I'm going to pop up on you. We'll watch the game. But I remember I didn't show up. There was something going on. I didn't show up. And I remember I called him and I said, man, I'm not going to be able to make it. He goes, no big deal. I had the nurse put it on the channel. I'm watching the Cowboys play. But it bothered me because I just kind of felt like I didn't get to give him the final goodbyes, and I didn't spend it with him the last day. Yeah. I showed up after the fact because he passed in the hospital. He had a heart attack that night. But that lady said, I have a message for you and I want to tell you. And I was like, okay. She goes, that you don't need to feel guilty about what happened. And I was just like, okay, still kind of broad. Yeah. And then she just goes, he just wants to tell you he's proud of you, blah, blah. I was like, all right. But then she hits me with, and he's good because he doesn't have to wear those dang socks. When she said that was like a very specific thing. I remember when he was alive, he had to wear these diabetic socks. The compression socks. He hated them. He would almost kick his feet like a kid. He would be like, I'm tired of wearing these dang things. And she goes, he doesn't have to wear the socks. and he said something about he misses the food. And I remember my wife at the time would cook him food, and in the morning take it to him some breakfast. And he would always just be like, "This is so good. I love it." And always compliment the food that was being house made for him. And when she said that, you know, he misses the cooking, he doesn't miss the socks. I was like, oh, it really got to me. Fuck, yeah. And I said, this lady's reaching over, man. And she did a couple more of the things. And then at that time, I remember the wife was inside the living room, and I walked her over there to tell her. I was excited. I was like, hey, this chick is like having a conversation with Dad. You need to. She goes, get that bruja out of the house. And I was like, she was way against it.
Yeah.
Didn't even want to meet her. And I was like, wow. I was like, that part just kind of bothered me, because I was like, man.
You were feeling something.
You need to
closure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was she Catholic?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking.
Yeah. I mean, that
they're on the Catholics are hardcore in that. No, I don't want to do nothing with any of that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's a lady that over on my side of town, and for years, I mean, for like, goddamn, 15, 20 years, she always had the palm thing on.
You're talking about over there by Bell?
Yeah.
That neon sign?
Right.
Yep.
I always wanted to stop there, man.
It's not there no more, right? But now she has the Virgin Mary, the Guadalupe, and some other ones out there now. And it's like, what happened? Like, I'm just curious, like, what happened?
Get her on the podcast. I want to know.
I
want to talk to her.
I can't. The curiosity has gotten to me, because it's like, I'm talking like 20 years or longer. Like,
it was always there, man.
Yeah.
I remember that hand.
Remember that?
Yeah. And you drive down Bell. It was on the right side if you're going towards Stripes.
If you drive by there now, it's the Virgin right there in the front. That statue. Not just like it's a full on statue.
Found Jesus, bro. She found a reason to find Jesus, probably.
Something scared her.
Ew,
I think. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the whole story, but I would like to know, because it's curiosity.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna go knock on her door.
Go for it.
Do it, Tiffany. Bring her on.
I will.
I want to see this shit.
So let me ask you this: out of 4 people in this room, does everybody believe in like the afterlife and all that?
Man, I want to. I don't know though. I don't know. I don't have anything specific to hold on to. You know, it scares the shit out of me. God, if I tell you the fucking right before I go to bed, it's like, what if there's nothing? Blah blah blah. Like all the worst shit just comes to me, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Yeah. Like I'm gonna die one day. You know, and what if there's nothing? What if there's, you know, it fucking shit just flows my head. I want to know. Yeah. Like, goddamn, I want to know. Even I want to be convinced, if that makes any sense. You know, so that way I get over this fucking fear of death. You know. Yeah. Because it's terrifying. I'm absolutely terrified of it. Mm-hmm. If I had $1 billion, I'd be investing in some fucking, I don't know, whatever peptides to keep me alive to 1,000.
Yeah.
If I could, you know. Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't want to live forever.
Oh man, I feel like it's so good though.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I feel like, well, to me, my personal experience, I've had things happen in my life since turning it over to Christ. Mm-hmm. I believe in Christ. I'll tell everybody.
Amen.
But there's things that have happened to me personally that I could attest. So like I can see the point of change in my life, and I know exactly when it happened. And I was like, there's no question in my mind. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't want to go tomorrow, but if I did, that's okay. Yeah, I know who I believe in.
I get where you're coming from, because I believe in a creator. You know, whether or not be Jesus Christ or God, whatever. You know, I do believe in a creator. Mm-hmm. It's just still, you know, it's like this shit fucking rocks. You know. And
life is I
don't want this shit to end. I was like, fuck, let's go 1,000. Let's go 1,000,000 years. Fuck, shit rocks. I fucking love
life is a gift.
So, yeah, absolutely.
So enjoy it while you have it. You know what I mean? Why not? But at the same time, I'm not scared of the other side either. You know, some people, like you just said, you're totally terrified of it. I'm not though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it's just the unknown. I don't know.
The fear of the unknown is real. That's
basically it. Because I mean, my inner shit, right? Whatever my fucking issue is. You know, yeah, I believe in a creator, but it's like, you know, am I worthy of whatever comes after, you know? Yeah. And it's kind of like, well, fuck, that's it, dude. Fucking time's over. Game's over.
No. I know where he's going with this. Like when you're on a flight to Vegas and that flight starts hitting like air pockets and you're just like,
every
and
time.
The sign comes on, put the mask on, you're super Christian. You know, you're just like, God, I'm sorry. Like you're one-on-one right there with them. You know, you're apologizing for some of the stuff you've done and seen. And, you know, of course, we're always asking for forgiveness for our sins. But I'm saying right there in that moment, you're really, you're calling him, you know, get me out of this place. I just want to land. And when the flight lands, you kiss the ground. I did that one time. It was I had some friends that have been to Vegas a couple times.
Vegas
and they
has
said,
bad turbulence.
They said that was one of the scariest flights they've ever been in. It was my first time flying.
Oh, fuck.
And they were like, that sucks, Sergio, that was your first flight. And I was like, yeah, man. I literally was, the guy next to me, I was in his pocket. Like I think I dove into his pocket. And anyways, but yeah, I just think on what he's saying is, you start thinking of, did I do good enough to go over there? You know what I mean?
Am I worthy?
To go there. Because there's two ways you're going, smoking, non-smoking, you know?
Yeah.
And you just start thinking about a lot of the past, like, you know, like, could I have done things differently? I wish I would have done, you know. We ask for forgiveness, you know, that's
where the past is the past. It's about what you do going forward. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole thing with Jesus is all that's over with. Yeah. You're with me. But, you're born into the new.
Yeah. But boy, at the moment, you're like, fuck. All the shit that I did.
You know, everybody, we're not perfect. Nobody,
no, absolutely
perfect.
not.
We're all, you know what? And you've told me several times before, because I do get down on myself when I start thinking about things that I've done in the past. Yeah. But everything led to me being to where I'm at now. Yeah. And I wouldn't be in any of the stuff that I'm in now had I not made all the mistakes I did in my life. Yeah. Because it was all, it's character building, man. It's character building. It's learning. Yeah. Everything taught me something. Yeah. And that's the way I know. I was like, you know what? Everything was learning. Like, I had to go through all that. There was no other way for me to go through life except that way. Yeah. Because I can always look at, I should have did that. Shouldn't have did that. But you know what? I would have missed out on so many other things in life had I not went through that.
Well, like I said, I mean, to sit there and say I hadn't got my blessings, I have, you know. But still, you know, at the end of the day, you're just like, well, I'm sitting there laying in bed. I'm like, fuck, did I do enough? Am I worthy of the next trap? You know, the next chapter of whatever. It's like, do you punch my passport, man? Do I go to the next place? You know, that fear always comes, and well, sometimes in the middle of the night, bro, like it always seems like right before I'm gonna pass out.
So
I'm like,
I got a question.
I see a devil or something. I'm like,
like that movie, The Ghost.
Yes, dude. Yeah,
that's terrifying.
Yeah. The shadow people.
The shadow people. What were you gonna say, Tiff?
I was gonna say, Oscar, because I know how you're like. You know, I feel like you're always like, I got something I need to do, or I want to be able to do this. Is that why you're like, I would like to live for, you know, keep on living? Because I feel like there's just not enough time.
There definitely isn't. There definitely isn't enough time.
Definitely is not. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, man, I wish if I could do that. Hey, I think I can get a lot done in 1,000 years. You know,
Just 1,000.
But still, even then, I mean, is it enough? You know, I mean, like I said, and I keep telling everybody this. Like you're right. I mean, there's a point where you reach like, man, living forever fucking. Well, I bet it would suck. You know, but I'm like, it's because you don't got enough imagination. You know. I could fill a fucking million years. Oh, easy.
The worst part for me would be watching everybody that I care about pass. Yeah. Or suffer in some way. Yeah. I don't want to see that. Like, I don't want to see everybody that I love and care about. I mean, I know you're going to have to see some of your parents, like, you know, that's natural. Yeah. You have to, that's the thing that you have to go through.
I kind of, because like my wife, right? We got kids that are fixing to move out and stuff like that, you know? And they're like, oh, everybody's growing up and blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, I'm fucking proud, man. Like, it's a proud moment for me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm like, they're going to go out, they're going to start their own stuff, and, you know, whatever I taught them, you know, they're going to carry that shit on. I would love to see that carried on. I'm like, damn, look at that. I'm in like 10th generation now. They're all doing good. Yeah. And even if they're not, I'm like, hey, here's come up to them like a stranger. Hey, I know you're down, give them a little pep talk and just keep going, you know?
Yeah. And let them take some of the hits and the bruises of life.
Absolutely, dude. I'm like,
and see if they get back up. And
exactly.
You have to. You know, you want to jump in for them, but sometimes you got to sit back and be like, you've got to. Yeah. You got to swim.
Yeah. You know? I just want to be there to be like, dude, everything will be okay. I'm not going to help you because, dude, how are you going to learn? You know, you got to take your chingazos. You got to, like, well, there's some people that's like, oh, man, I keep helping him, but he keeps fucking, you know, taking himself down. And I'm like, you have to let him go all the way down. You have to let him hit rock bottom. Because then from there, it's just up, you know. But if he never gets there, he's always got somebody to fucking fall back on. He's always, and I'm not saying, you know, ignore him or don't fucking help him out, you know. But help him out when he hits that rock bottom. Hey, buddy, give me your hand, man. Come back up. Mm-hmm. You know, and that was, I mean, I don't know. I know, kind of went on a little tangent.
No. But
that's
the
real.
accomplishments is what it's about.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
You feel accomplished when you complete something, but to watch your kids complete something, it makes you feel
absolutely.
if even more accomplished because you're like, I did that.
Yeah.
Even though they did it, you're like, I did that.
Yeah. So you
had
a little bit from me.
You had a hand in that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my wife, she's like, oh my God, I just want to help. I'm like, leave him alone.
I think the biggest
Fire's
thing,
hot. Let him find
you know,
out.
you always hear the stories like people are like, man, I saw my life flash before my eyes, like all
Mm-hmm.
my experiences. And it's like, okay, if that is true, what I want to see is everything that I was proud of, everything that I was like, yeah, that was a good thing. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we went here. I'm glad we saw that. I'm glad I took that step to do that podcast because I was kind of scared to do that podcast. You know, I'm like, that was way out of my comfort zone. And that's the thing. Did I get out of my comfort zone enough times in my life?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like I want to, when those flashes come, I want it to be stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, cool.
But
cool.
I think you get there sometimes, man, without being near death, if that makes sense. Like the time I was out there in that kayak all by myself. You know, I'm like, fuck, I got pulled out to the fucking ocean. You know, I'm 2 o'clock in the morning. It's fucking pitch black. I can't see my hands in front of me. That's how dark it is. And the fucking calmness that came, you know, and that fucking voice that just came out of nowhere. Hey, you're going to be all right. You're going to have to work for it, though. And I'm like, fuck, okay. Get back on my belly and start. I'm pedaling, but I don't even know which direction I'm pedaling to. Am I going further out into the ocean or am I going back in? But when I was out there, dude, I shit you not, like this calm came over me after I heard that. And I saw the most beautiful sky. And I'm like, but that was to a point where I felt like this is it. This is it. You know, and I'm just like, fuck, I sat back. And I want to say, dude, that you do get that flash like, fuck, did I accomplish what I had to accomplish? Did I do what I needed to do? I'm sitting there, I'm just like, fucking sky, unless I guess when you think you're going to die, or it's like, all right, this is it, you know? Everything becomes like not even 4K, 8K, 16K, fucking 32K, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I was just like, fuck, this is a fucking beautiful. Goddamn, how have I never seen this before? You know, and just like, fuck, man. I was like, but this is it. This is it, you know?
You appreciate the little things.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And then that voice is like, hey, you're going to be okay, but you're going to have to work for it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, like clear as day. I'm like, oh, okay, whoever that was. Got on my belly and start fucking pedaling. Luckily, I was going the right direction. But I think he kind of turned that kayak,
got,
you know?
got angled just
steered me that way.
TJ talked about something like that.
Oh, yeah, bro. When he was in that fucking...
in that pit. We had TJ Samaripa on.
Oh, yeah.
And he
that
was talking,
oil pit.
Yeah.
He told me that story.
Yeah.
Bro, it was just him in that pit.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he told me that story. I said,
dude,
wow.
it was crazy because I know exactly what he's talking about, even though it's never happened to me. You know, and it was like, fuck, dude. There's oil slick on top of that fucking fry pan. Yeah. You're trying to get out of that plastic. We know what oil and plastic does. You ain't getting out. How did you get out?
Yeah.
You know, all the strength in the world, you couldn't grab that fucking poly with oily hands. There's no fucking way.
It's like you're just sliding.
Yeah, bro. You had to have like the fucking strength of Hercules to get out of that motherfucker. Yeah. You know, and even then, would you get out?
He was thinking about the twins and the kids.
Oh, yeah, bro.
He said that.
Well, you know what? I mean, maybe he did have that strength. I mean, I've heard of people fucking picking up cars and shit to get from someone underneath it, you know?
My dad, actually. My brother was outside work. He was changing out something on his truck, and he didn't chalk the tires, and the jack slipped. The vehicle rolls back and lands on my brother.
Oh, fuck.
My dad used to work nights, so he's inside asleep. Somehow he hears my brother yelling. My dad comes outside out of a dead ass sleep, picks up the truck, and my brother gets out. I mean, picks up the truck.
Yeah.
You're like, how? You know what I mean? But that's one of those things. Like the strength just comes when it's
like
needed.
the adrenaline.
You know, the adrenaline.
Kicks in.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a hell of adrenaline.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
I don't know how you know.
No, I've seen it, dude. I've seen it, and I'm just
Crazy.
like, what the fuck? How'd you pick that shit up? You know? He's like, oh, I don't know, man. But the next fucking week, he's like sore as fuck. You know? I was like, bro, I'll have to call him for the next week. You know? I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
The adrenaline is something else for sure.
Yeah. Fuck, but yeah, I mean, we got one off there.
It's there for a reason.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's built.
how do I tap into it all the time?
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
I want to go to the gym, bro, and I'm just like sitting there just picking up 800 pounds. You know?
Adrenaline.
Yeah. let me tell you what doesn't take adrenaline is I'm leaving. This was 2 weeks ago. My daughter says, I want McDonald's. And it was on a Sunday. It was in the morning. I was tired. I said, all right, let's go. we're in the drive-through, place the order, and it's the one by Southwest, and they got the biggest boulders where the drive-through is. They got these big orange red boulders. I'm not paying attention. I make a right to pull out of there. It scratches my truck from the front, a passenger, all the way to the back, and dents it. Just tears my truck up. And I can hear it as it's doing it for $20 nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to cry. I don't even want to look at it. My daughter's sticking her head out the window. She's like,
It's fucked
Dad,
up.
did you just see? I was like, I try to play it cool. Yeah, I saw it. It's no big deal. And I'm driving down Southwest. I'm crying inside.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, let's just get to the house and I'll assess the damage, but it's no big deal. I work at a dealership. We'll figure it out. We get to the house. I grab the nuggets and I grab everything and I'm like, come on, let's go. And she's like, you don't want to look at the truck? No, I don't need to look at it. It's fine. Still playing it cool. Hours go by. We're inside. We eat. I finally go outside. I see the damage. I'm like, no, it's so bad. So I had to decide, do I want to do an insurance claim? I mean, my insurance is already through the roof. Yeah. For no reason, because like I don't like to do claims. I just try to pay out of pocket. If it's under 500 or 1,000, just pay it out of pocket. Yeah. I look at it. I'm like, it could be buffed out, touched up, but there's some dents on the bottom of the door, like pretty bad. So end up trading it in. I got rid of it just a couple of days ago. But I told the dealership I'll get it fixed. And I run it over to a body shop, and they look at it, and they're like, it's framework. We're going to have to pull it. And I let another guy look at it. My manager goes, why don't you just go lay it down, see if somebody will just buy it. I'm not going to say the company, but I take it right here to get a bid on it. And he looks at it, he goes, you can get it fixed, but because it has to do with the frame, it might be reported as frame damage. Uh-huh. And right there, all I'm thinking about is those stupid nuggets that I didn't want to go get, that I didn't want to DoorDash and pay the extra $5. And I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now on my trade that I traded in the last day of the year. But yeah, if there was adrenaline, there was a different adrenaline that day.
That is different for sure.
Yes, way different.
You had to tap into something to keep from like,
blowing into some rage, bro.
A whiskey bottle. To tap into. But that was self-inflicted. I think that's what hurt the most is that I did it to my own ride. I was just, and it was the drive-through.
You know what pisses me off about those? I can't be mad at nobody but myself. Nobody.
Yep.
Like I just want to fucking yell at somebody.
It's like when you go to the bank at First Community and you see the drive-throughs, you can see everybody that's took. There's different paint, red, green. Yeah. Why is it so narrow when you're going to the bank?
Yeah.
I mean, they're already getting your money, but now it's like, I want some of your car. I want some of that paint.
Yeah. The bank's like, we're going to take a little bit for us.
Yeah. I don't understand why they are so fucking close. Like, dude, some of them fucking tire rubs blow my mind. Like the one going to the loop and you kind of come around, you're getting onto Bryant, that fucking overpass.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, have you seen some of the tire rocks up on top?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck got up there?
Well, could you imagine if they actually went over?
Oh.
That's over.
Yeah,
I can say this. This is a true story. It's one of the brothers that we know that we grew up with.
Okay.
One of the brothers.
Okay.
There's three of them. There's three brothers.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I was racing one of them.
I know what you're talking about.
We were 17 years old, and we were racing on the loop, and we passed the DPS. And, this was back when racing was kind of cool. But now you'll go to jail, your car get taken away. But we weren't even going that fast. I think 70 miles per hour. And in a Civic, that's very fast. Like, it's like Need for Speed, going 70. Well, I see the sign where it says 45 miles per hour on the curve. Yeah. I start slowing down. He doesn't. I guess he missed the sign. Well, he scrapes all along the side of that bridge. Within 2 seconds of making impact with that wall, I saw the airbag deploy, and it turned black. His windows weren't tinted. They were tinted. In a matter of 3-4 seconds of impact, they got tinted. So, and that paint, it was a green Honda. Yeah. That paint's still on that wall to this day. Yeah. Fuck. And this was 20 years ago?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can't happen a lot. There's a lot of fucking marks there, but you think about as many cars as travel through that fucking road. It's actually, the numbers are pretty good, but still, it's like, who the fuck gets their tire on top? Oh, yeah. I think I saw an 18-wheeler one time, fucking kind of pop that shit, you know.
Yeah.
But you just see a little fucking little skid mark, probably 30 foot long.
But see, that's the problem with that curve is you're going 65. Let's not lie. Everybody's going 70, 75. It's 65, but everybody's going 70, 75. If you don't see that sign,
it's one sign. It's not.
Miss that
doesn't
sign,
have no flashers. Nothing.
You're still going 75, and then all of a sudden it gets tight, and you're like, oh shit! And then at that point, you can slam on the brakes, but you're still going to take that wall. At least that last end of it. And that's kind of a scary one because that one's pretty high up there.
Yep.
Have you seen the new in San Antonio? They just built the biggest bridge or the biggest overpass.
No.
So it's the.
It feels like a roller coaster.
It's
doesn't
the
it?
I-10 changeover.
You actually can't see the front of your car.
Yeah.
I got on it.
Yeah, it's the I-10
What
where you come off.
You
the
get
I-10,
a little bit of anxiety,
and you
not gonna lie.
take 1604. So your I-10, and instead of going into 410, you want to get on 1604.
Yeah.
So if you're going east. So you can go west and it's not that bad, but if you go east, you're gonna take the new one and it goes way up there and around. Yeah, you're right. It's like a roller coaster, man, and it's like you're kind of white knuckling it a little bit. You're kind of like, oh my god, like where can we go? Because you can't see over your hood.
Yeah. It takes you up, and all you see is the sky. You see the sky, and it's like that for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then you start descending.
Oh, fuck that.
And you're going 60, 65.
Yeah.
Some people 75.
Hell no, I'm going 40.
Hell yeah, I'm crawling that motherfucker. Dude, that's
Have you been to
nuts.
Have you been to Rio Dosa before?
Yeah.
You know, have you gone up to the ski resort where you got to go up the mountain?
Yeah.
The Apache ski
The
bro.
road is so thin
It's
that if another car is passing you, you feel like you're in one of those third world countries where the road just crumbles.
You feel the air.
Yeah.
And then what I didn't realize is there's no fucking guardrails.
No,
I didn't realize
death,
that
bro. It's
until
death
my
right
wife.
there.
My wife, she was looking and she's like, "Oh my god!" She was like, "It's like that's it right there." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "It just falls off right there." And I'm like, "What?" And I make a curve and then it's on my side. And I'm like,
And I'm thinking, who inspects that? Who inspects that road?
what's crazy is there's 18-wheelers that go up there and come back down because they got to deliver supplies up there.
That's wild.
Those big ass panel trucks.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's fucking nuts. When I went up there, dude, like I'm sitting there fucking driving, right? And of course, everything starts off wide. It's off. I always fuck. This is gonna be easy all the way the fuck up.
No.
Fuck, no. Did you get to that rest? That little
Rest stop?
rest stop? Well, fuck, I got off that motherfucker, right? And he was like, "You all right?" I was like, "I gotta take a fucking breather." I was like, "Did you just see the fucking side?" She's like, "I didn't even bother to look out to the side. Fuck that." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't even. Death is literally right there, dude.
Yeah.
It's right fucking there." So I got up, man. I'm sitting there watching the clouds because it's the clouds you see right over the motherfuckers, right? And she's like, "You ready to go again?" I was like, "I'm ready to go the fuck back the other way." Fuck that, dude.
Everything changes as you go higher and higher too. The air.
Oh, yeah.
As you're breathing, it tastes like. I went to a ski resort about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I went up to a ski resort, first time ever. We rent the skis, we rent the outfit. We look like Eskimos. I didn't realize it's such a workout to ski.
It is.
And you know, there's two ways to ski. Maybe there's more, but the ones I knew, there's snowboarding, and then there's the two skis with the poles.
Yeah. French fry.
I definitely can't snowboard like 100%. You know, both my legs being strapped down. Skis, you feel like you got a little bit more mobility, but it was bad, man. I said, this is how you break a leg. Like, and I have no business
People
on
die
this
skiing.
mountain. Yeah, and I was on a little. I was honestly like on a baby mountain.
Okay.
Like, I rode a little bit of that what is it called? Not the escalator, but the ski lift that lifts you up, and it was on like a baby hill, and I felt bad. I was just like, man, there's a 10-year-old right here just flying, you know, and then he does like a little hop and he's going backwards looking at me, you know, like just, you know, like I don't know whatever he's thinking, but he's just like, come on. So then I go down there and I'm going real slow. I start turning sideways to slow myself down, but that shit's dangerous, man. I mean, I'm like, I don't want to lose a leg. And it looks like if you break a leg, because remember, you're on that scary mountain ride on the way up. Mm-hmm. How long will it take for help to go up there?
Oh, fucking forever.
You know?
Yeah. Forever. You're in agonizing pain till they get there.
The only thing I'm thinking is if I broke my leg or something or lost a limb, there's so much ice, just bag it up, you know, put it in a box, take it with me, you know, preserve it. But
I shall be up there, man. Them little kids are like, this motherfucker should be French frying when he should be pizzaing.
Hey, guys. Should we introduce our guest?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we're fucking 28 minutes in. But hey, guys, welcome to another episode of the What to Do podcast. Thanks for reminding me, Tiffany.
You're welcome.
In the studio this week, Mr. Sergio Cardenas. Thank you for coming back on, man.
Episode
I can't
151.
believe it's been since April, right?
Since
Yeah,
April.
it's 8
Since
months
April.
ago.
Fuck, dude.
It-
Where did the
it
time
felt like-
go?
It felt like it was last month.
It goes fast,
It
man.
really does.
God damn.
That's life for you.
Yeah, fuck, here lately, it seems like it's going fast as fuck, man.
I really do too. I really feel like life is going faster than ever. you
Yeah.
know?
Is it age? Because it seems like the older I get, the faster things are going. It's like death is it's creeping up on me fast.
You and death, Oscar.
Yeah, bro. Fuck.
You notice the colors, the skies, and you're paddling.
Oh, man, dude. I tell you what brought it on, right? What brought it on was my dad's passing. You know, he passed at 52. And then I turned 40, and all of a sudden, like in my head, I'm like, oh, I got 12 years.
Remember we were talking about last time about the cell phone life?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We were talking about the battery life.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That is
That
it.
was
If
a
we-
good,
I still think
good-
about it to this day. I mean, I said, if we were cell phones and we had 100% charge, as far as in our life, where we at? And the truth of the matter is, however old we are right now, whether it's 40, 44, whatever, if you multiply it times 2 and say, okay, I'm going to live till I'm 88, the statistics, the way life is, the way everything, the food, everything we're battling,
Oh, yeah.
88 seems pretty hard. I'd like to say I'd like to live to 88,
Oh, yeah.
but let's be real. You've already depleted so much battery life. You probably got 40%, maybe 30%.
Oh, yeah.
How did
And
you live
that's-
your 20s?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'll be dead
You
tomorrow.
know, you're not-
I mean, you knock off, some years of your life in your 20s because we take a lot of chances in our 20s.
Oh.
We try things that we probably shouldn't be trying. Smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol. All of that kind of shaves just a little bit.
It does, man.
shaves a
But
little
here's
bit.
what I was going to say. I have a friend, and his wife, Christian, didn't smoke ever, didn't drink. Him went out every Friday. She let him go out every Friday. Would pick him up from the bar. Drinks, smokes about maybe a pack a day. To this day, still does it. Wife passed. Wife passed about 2 years ago.
Oh, no.
And he's the one that said it to me. He goes, how does God take the woman that doesn't smoke, drink, doesn't do anything, takes her from me? And I can't remember the specific illness. I want to say it was cancer, but it just came out of nowhere and it was fast and it took her from him. But he's the one that told me. He goes, and here I am living the most unhealthiest lifestyle, and here I am still going. And nothing, like not an issue. A little bit of high blood pressure, but he shows me these red beets that he takes, and he's like, I'm good. And I'm like, man. Yeah. And I guess we always hear it, when it's your time, it's your time. But it just makes you really think, like, how's the person that does all the right things?
That's true.
Yeah.
I've heard that before. Yeah. You're
Well,
right.
I've had people like that passed, young man, and I have I guess, what do you say, a vision, or I have a theory of why that happens. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game, right? And you're sitting, you're doing all your shit, and you say achievement unlocked. You know what I mean? Hey, she finished the game before you did. Hey, man, you on to the next one, on to the next level.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you gonna stick around? Why am I gonna continue to put you through all this shit when, hey, you've already fucking checked off everything that you need to check off?
Yeah.
And it's like, come on home. That's what in the fucking.
There's truth to that.
Yeah, in the fucking, to see it on the bright side of shit, where it's like, yeah, dude, she did everything she needed to do, man. She on to the next one.
Yeah.
Why stick around, man? You've already done everything you needed to do. Let's go.
Next level. Yeah.
Para la casa.
That's a good theory. I like that theory.
Yeah, because I mean, fuck, dude, because you dwell on shit like that. It's like, fuck, I smoke a pack of cigarettes a fucking day. I do my fucking debaucheries. I do whatever the fuck I got to do. But yet everybody that I know that lives right is passing away. Why the fuck am I still here? How am I still going? How do I don't have cancer? How do I don't have anything wrong with me? Where it's like, fuck, change your life, man. Maybe you'll go sooner.
Everybody has a different path. I feel like everybody has different things that you're supposed to get done before you go. And maybe she, like you're like,
maybe
what
she
you
just
said,
got it done.
She got done what she needed to get done.
Oh, man, it sucks, bro.
They say, tell the people you love, tell them you love them, hug them, because you don't know when God's going to want them back.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Or he's ready for his angels.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I need you somewhere else. Your job's done here. I need you up here.
So I tell everybody still got their parents, man. Both of them. I'm like, dude, go fucking spend as much time as you can with them.
You without both your parents?
Huh?
You have your mom or?
No, I have my mom. Yeah, my dad passed. And God, I feel like a piece of shit sometimes because I don't see her as often as I should. because my dad fucked me up. My mom's gonna fucking obliterate me, you know. So like this fucking dumb thing in my head that says, hey, kind of you almost lost your shit the first time, you know. Don't lose your shit the second time. Or you're gonna lose your shit the second time if you don't fucking kind of distance yourself a little bit. And it's a weird thing to say, you know, but it's hard for somebody to understand when you haven't lost one of them. You know, it's like, fuck, you know, this your entire life. I've known these people my entire life, you know, and they're like, man, you got to spend as much time with your, you know, your folks and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, no, I totally understand that. But the fucking heartache that's about to come, you know, you just, unless you've lost one or two of them, it's a hard thing to grasp.
Yeah.
It's a fucking really hard thing to grasp. You know, it's a selfish thing. I'll admit it. It's selfish.
Yeah, because you're trying to
hurt.
You're trying to save yourself by
from heartache,
but you're taking from them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're taking a good. You know, I mean, there's a lot of good fucking years left. You know.
Yeah.
To sit there and walk away from that shit just because you don't want to hurt.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm bad about it. Like, no, I do try to spend as much time as I can with my parents, but I live a block away from my parents. Like, I didn't always used to live that close to them. They're so close to me now, and I still don't spend any much more time than I did before.
Yeah.
With them. No, I do spend. No, I'm lying. I spend more time with them than I did before, but not as much as I probably should because they're a block away from me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when it all comes down to, you know, it was never enough.
It'll
never enough time.
It'll never be enough.
No.
Like who here wouldn't drop a fucking, you know, if you could get a hold of, hey, we're gonna Sergio, I'm gonna give you $1 million, right? or it's gonna cost you $1 million to see your father or to see my father for 5 minutes, you know. But we're gonna tack on a 60% interest on that loan in a heartbeat. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
you know.
True. Man, and when we're talking about like loved ones, the thing that messes me up the most, you know, I got some of these AI apps and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've taken some still pictures that I've AI'd them, and it's so real, man. It's scary how real it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Where you make movement. I did that with my dad's picture where I'm right next to him, and I just typed in the word "gives me a hug," hugs me. I mean, tears me up. I have a couple videos like. I'm going to say 20, 30 videos of some movement, him saying some stuff. But to take those pictures that you took that, you know, you have just one copy in your phone of.
Yeah.
And when I did that AI app and I typed it in, hugging or doing something, toasting with a beer, just anything. And it would do it. And, man, it teared me up. I didn't have a lot of those videos with my mom. My mom actually didn't like taking pictures a whole lot. And I have a few pictures of her. And when I did it in that AI app, and man, I actually had movement and videos of her moving around, and man, it got me bad. It tugged at my heartstrings because it felt like it was just new all over. What I didn't have of her was video recordings of her voice. I do have video recordings of my dad calling me or leaving me like a FaceTime message, and I play it back sometimes just to hear his voice. And he actually left me a voice recording again when that Cowboys were playing that night, and he said, "I love you, love your daughter, love Darla." Like he was rattling off everybody he loved, and he goes, "I'm gonna go to bed," and then that was it. He had a heart attack in his sleep.
Oh fuck, man!
But I say to myself, did he know? Like, you know, his final.
I think you do, man. I think you do, because I mean that was a weird thing. Like when my dad came out of a coma, you know, and he was just, I kind of looked at us, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this," you know. Because when he got up, he's like, "Ah, my fucking back hurts," stuff like that. He was all stretching, and he did this. Of course, I've seen this twice, like where they come back, you know, because he came out of a coma, and he's like, "Oh, my fucking back hurts," and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, 3 days is enough. 3 days is enough." And I'm sitting looking at him, I was like, "Yo, Pops, you've been here a month and a half." You know, he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, you've been intubated for over a month," you know. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And then we got to talking, and it was like everything was fine. He's like, "Oh fuck, is he gonna walk out of here?" You know, everybody was like, "Oh shit, he's getting better." And I'm like, I know what this is. You know, it's that weird. I don't know what the fuck. But I don't have to get a nurse in here to fucking that seeing this shit. That where they get better. All of a sudden, it's like, ah, damn, they're having a fucking 100% turnaround. They're breathing without the machine. They're getting up. They're moving. Yeah. But it's like, hey, say your piece, man. It's time to say what you got to say.
That's
you know?
the last moment.
Yeah. And then they fall right back off again. And I'm like, fuck. But God, Yeah, just change the subject.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean
Let's change
to
gears. Let's change gears. So you got some new things going on this year. We were talking about some real estate stuff.
Yes, I'm real close, man.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to?
Yeah,
I don't want to bring that up because
no, I want to bring it up, man, because I believe if you speak something into existence, there's some people, there's manifesting, like Tiff said over there. One thing is, I'm kind of torn. I believe in it's not showing off or boasting or bragging. I believe it's holding yourself accountable. When you tell enough people, like if you believe it and you say it enough times, your brain senses it. It's like if you tell yourself, man, I don't feel good, I'm sick. Well, guess what? After a while, you're going to get sick. Yeah. But if you start telling yourself, like right now, believe it or not, y'all don't even know, I have a pinched nerve in my back. When I turn a certain way, it's killing me right now. Yeah. This is helping, but I have a pinched nerve, and I'm telling myself it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. But I haven't hit the gym in 4 days because a couple of days ago I went. And I really jacked myself up even more because I kept saying I don't feel no pain. Yeah. And then I threw like a back muscle, and I go, I feel pain. like I don't care what I'm saying, it hurts. But I believe in not holding it back. I've been telling everybody. I even created. About 4 months ago with AI, I made a picture of me holding some house keys, and I made it look like a real estate billboard. Okay. And I posted it on Facebook, and I put "Coming soon, the house father." And I'm already saying it, and I'm trying to speak it into existence. But the truth is, I do got a pretty good little battle because of this Principles 1 that expired. It was basically 3 months worth of work and study that went down the drain. And it kind of hurts a little bit because I have to start back from scratch. Oh, yeah. And I've already tackled probably about 3 weeks worth, but I've got to really get after it. I probably got to do about 6 hours a day for the next 2 months. I mean, I've calculated it out on what I got to do. And I've turned down a lot of DJ gigs. I've DJ'd at City at the beginning of this month, but I'm going to turn down a couple more events because I just want to buckle down.
Try to knock these out.
The weekends, yes, got to focus. And if you really want it, and I really truly believe that if you sacrifice now, you'll be able to reap the rewards later. Yeah. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, that why do you want to do it? I got some people that I know that are real estate. I just feel this is kind of what kept me in the car business. I just feel like the customer service is down. I saw it for myself. I've sold some houses in the past. Yeah. And I'm going to go into details on which one, but my real estate agent, he was on point. I could call him. He would answer. I would text him. It could be a little late, 8:30. He's going to text me back. Once the house sold and it was in closing, I would get the call you back in a meeting, or let me call you back. Yeah. I'd get that preset text message. I'll reach back to you. Well, it's already done. I mean, you're getting your commission. It's pretty much a done deal. Then after the fact, it was even worse. And here's the thing. People buy cars from me. I give them a shirt. It's not just to advertise. It's just my way of saying thank you. What people don't know is what I'm paying for that stuff. Yeah. I honestly spend easily over $1,200 to $1,400 a month with shirts, towels, all the little memorabilia stuff. Yes, it's advertising, but at the same time, it's just my way of saying thank you. Yeah. Where it can cater to everybody. I mean, it could be a woman, a man, a teenager, whoever, and I'm giving it to them, and they appreciate it. Yeah. And also, I ask them.
It's a way of them remembering that experience.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, and I ask them. I mean, I don't force it on them. Hey, what size do you wear? Which sometimes can be awkward. I'm like, just because it's a husband and wife, and I'm looking at both of them, and I'm the husband's got his back turned or something, and I'm just like, man, what size do you wear? And she's like, wear what? And I'm like, shirt. What size do you and your husband wear? And it can just be funny sometimes because they don't know that I'm giving a shirt away. They're just like, why is my salesman asking me?
Yeah, that's funny.
And the guy as well. The guy sometimes is like, well, sometimes people from different genres, whether it's farming, business, and I let them know, do whatever you want with the shirt. Wear it to the gym, Yeah. I've had some girls cut it up and make it like they put lines in it and tee it up or make it a V-neck. They customize the shirt. I didn't know my shirt could do that, but everybody's got their own style.
They fit it.
But I just want to give thanks to the people that reach out to me and buy a car. And when people buy a house and you spend 80, 100, 150, a car is 10 grand, 30 grand. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, some of the trucks are close to 90,000, but still a very small house is 90,000. On average, the houses are 150, 200,000.
Yeah.
Your commission is about $8,000 to $10,000 per house. You can't give your customer a picture. How about a picture?
Yeah.
How about just a bottle?
Yeah.
I think the neatest thing I've seen is where somebody gives them a bottle of champagne.
Okay.
And they give it to the customer. That's in the Metroplex. There's a salesman that I follow, a real estate agent that I follow in Dallas, and he always has a bottle of champagne. And I said to myself, I could look at the bottle, and I'm like, he spent $80, but he got paid $8,000.
Yeah.
That he's saying thank you, which is cool. There's recognition.
And it's also good reference, man, because I'm like, you finished the deal. You made them feel like, dude, because this is a big investment. Hey, I just spent $200,000 on this on this home, Make them feel better, not, hey, I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Because then there's the reference is gone,
remorse.
the return customer is gone. You want that, you want to feel fucking comfortable. Hey, I chose the right guy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I made the right decision. Got that instead of that buyer's remorse.
And that's really what has kept me in it. Like the car business, I got that taste from when I went to Midland, and I didn't tell him I was a salesman. I went to go buy a vehicle, and I was getting that treatment. Like I said, I wasn't dressed up. It was tattoo showing, and I was getting treated like an outsider. Like, yeah, we'll get back to you. Wait outside. Hold this red balloon. Like, okay. What's the red balloon mean? No. But I'm saying you just get treated bad, and I'm just like, why do you got to treat people that way? Don't judge a book by its cover. I can buy whatever I want. And I'm in there, and I'm like, okay, I got you. But same thing with real estate. I just said I'd love to dive into that market to just give it that breath of fresh air and give it that injection it needs, because man, I want to light a fire, and I want to make some noise. And I see the billboards, and I see the way some of them are advertising, and man, I'm just going to let them know, if your mind is thinking, shit, here comes Sergio, you're right. Like, I'm coming, and I want to sell 8-10 houses a month. I hear some people are happy with 1 or 2. Man, that's good. Some salesmen are happy with 2 or 3 cars. Yeah. I'm not. And I know I'm not going to be happy with 2 or 3 houses. I'm just not. It's not greedy.
Challenge yourself.
I just challenge myself, and I just want more. And
that's cool, man. Bringing that same attitude you have selling cars to the real estate biz. Because, dude, just the attitude. You bring the attitude alone, to fucking dominate. I think if you decide to go, when you get there, I think you'll dominate, man.
I really do think so.
Attitude is a lot of it, man.
I gotta ask you, this has always been you. As long as I've known you, it has. But you've always just had that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and this is what it's gonna be. And just like you said right now, you're like, if you think, what did you said? If you think if you think I'm trouble or I'm gonna make a lot of noise, you're right. I am. Yeah, but that's. Is that just natural?
Abraham, me and you, we grew up, we went to school together. When I went to school, I was actually pretty shy and pretty quiet. But people don't know this. Some people do. The people that really dive into my past, I was really bullied a lot in school. I weighed like 100 pounds with my boots wet. And man, I just got picked on. And I was always in a bad situation. Like, I'll never forget, I'm getting a drink from a water fountain. I hit my head and I say a word, and it's not the word people thought I said, but they thought it was. And next thing you know, I get into it with one guy, and then I beat him up, or maybe he beat me up, but we fought. But he had 3 brothers. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Now the brothers are mad that I fought their little brother, who's my age. The brothers in 9th grade and 8th grade. I'm in the 7th grade.
Picking on me, dude.
So then there's more of them. And, and that's always what it was when we went to school. When you get in a fight with somebody, you're like, there's more of them? Yeah, there's more. And then if they got family, like cousins. And anyways, all that traumatized me. I went to Lee, and, some people went to Edison. I heard Edison was kind of like that. But, the movie Lean on Me, kind of, that reminds me of junior high to a T, the first day of school. Oh, shit. I don't know about you, Abraham. The first day of school, was it like that?
Not for me.
Okay.
Where'd you go for junior high?
I knew it.
Lincoln.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I went to Lincoln.
Did you go to Edison?
Yeah, I went to Edison.
I did.
Lean on me. Lean on me. Yeah.
I don't know. I was more like
Lincoln is where all the people that got kicked out of Edison went to.
Lee?
No, Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
It was something else because.
Fuck yeah, Edison was something else.
So I went to Reagan, and mostly everybody from Reagan goes to Edison. That was the reason why Edison was a problem, because Reagan and Concho, Fort Concho. Those are some fucked up schools. Now, not anymore. Not anymore. But back then, they were like some of the worst elementary schools in town.
I was talking to my kids about this today too, though. They were like, oh, we got problems. You know, we were talking about like like when we grew up, like Edison and shit like that. Like, oh yeah, we got that too. I was like, hold on a second. Well, hold on a second.
You don't know problems.
Yeah, you don't know problems. Like I didn't know if I was gonna come home stabbed or not. You know. You know, I saw somebody fucking. You know, they would go out to behind Edison. There was that fucking Magdalene. And there's another. We'd go back there and fight. You know. And I'm sitting there watching this dude, and he's holding. He's like this. You know, and he's coming back to the fucking, because he's like, I need to get a hold of somebody because I got stabbed. And I'm like, damn, now they fucked you up, dude. And he's like, hey, he takes his fucking hands out, and I see his intestines come out.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, you know? You know, not only that, there was some dude was talking some shit, and homeboy comes around on the backside and puts fucking goddamn number 2 pencil in both sides of his fucking rib cage, and I'm like, oh fuck!
Why there's no more pencil sharpeners in the classroom? Exactly. You remember that weaponized machine?
Oh, absolutely.
You stick the pencil in there.
Yep.
You're making a weapon right there. They don't even know. But when we were going to school, you're teaching us how to make shanks.
Yep.
Right there in class. But
I told my kids, I was like, racism was another thing. It was always blacks, Mexicans, and whites. It's like we were in prison, dude. Everyone was separated.
And we're gonna jump into that. I want to tell you I kind of went to the left with it, but that's why I pushed so hard, man. Is school traumatized me, and I was very shy, and that's what drives me and pushes me, man. Because a lot of the kids back then that were causing problems, and I was getting into it with, as we grew up and we grew out of the whole gang life and all that stuff, I started selling them cars. I started helping them out, and they would come into me. And this is after we were in our 20s and everything. We put our differences aside. But I always would be like, why are you messing with me? Why are you buying a car for me? But we used to mess with me when we were kids. And I just realized people want to deal with either successful people or people they trust or people that are just going to be straight up. And I said to myself, whether he liked me or not, he just knew I was going to be straight up. And that's the truth, because I've became friends with lots of people from my past.
Absolutely.
And I've sold them lots of cars now. And I've turned a friendship, somebody that I just sold a car to and gave a key to, I turn around, they bring somebody to me, they turn from a previous customer to a friend, from friend to family. And I've just watched it evolve. And then now it's grown even more because, you know, I know people like Erica Rodriguez, Melissa Flores, like just people that we went to school with. And we saw people grow up and have kids. Now their kids are buying cars for me. Yeah. You know, and I said to myself, look, I'll do 10 more years till I retire, but if I'm starting to sell the kids, like if I'm selling the grandkids,
that's how to move on.
Like, I'm not gonna be the car father. I'm gonna be the grandfather, I'm, you know, I don't want to revamp it and be like have a cane and the grandfather. I'm done. But I plan on doing this another 10 years. But that's why I push so hard, man. But I want to get back to the school thing. My daughter tells me the same thing. She goes to Central and she's like, hey, this kid yelled at another kid, or they said a cuss word or something. They got a ticket. I'm like, oh, they got a ticket.
Oh my God.
For cussing. What? And then it's the words. You know, the stuff these kids come up with. You know, I think we talked about this last time. The Riz 6'7".
6'7".
That shit.
Yep.
Type shit.
Type shit. My daughter told me the other day, I said something and she goes, yeah, he got faded up. And I said, so y'all have barbers at the school? She goes, no, she went up to her and she said, you want to get faded? And I was like, what are you talking about?
Catch that fade.
Like if a guy, catch that fade. I was like, I'm so confused because I just got a haircut, and if somebody goes up to me and they're like, hey, you want to catch a fade? No, I'm good. Like, I'm actually good. I got a barber I've been using for a while.
Thanks, though.
I really, really think there should be a movie. Like, somebody should make a modern movie that somebody's got, maybe they get put in a kid's body and they're at school.
Yeah.
And the lingo just throws them all off, and then it causes them to get in a bunch of trouble. Yeah. It'd be a good movie because there's some stupid movies out there that they've been making. Some of these movies, I'm like, what the F did I just, what the fuck was that?
So
like,
TV movies and shit?
Terrible. And I'm a big movie buff. I love movies, but these kids with their language, and then just hearing my daughter tell me about like some of the trouble, I'm like, man, there was real gangs. There was real trouble back then. I'm not saying now. I feel like there's a lot of gun violence a little bit because you see that sometimes these kids get caught with guns and maybe they're just not pulling them out as much. But I just feel like maybe in my era, I just felt like it was the Wild West.
Oh, yeah.
I just really do.
I was talking to my kids about that, and they're like, oh, they were sitting there, cussing each other out and shit like that. And I'm like, back when I was in school, we didn't do that. There was no, that wasn't, you're right. It wasn't a lot of talking. It was a lot of action.
It used to be scary to go to the carnival because you knew
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
it was going to go down.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, oh shit, what's going to happen at the carnival? Who are we going to run into at the carnival? Because it's like that's when everybody
can't even
goes.
have
Yeah.
fun.
The carnival or the mall on a Sunday.
Yeah, but look at it now, man. It's like a fucking.
And you know what? People,
bodega and shit.
I tell people, look, if Sunset Mall hasn't closed, then why should I stop? Okay, because that place is still going strong. I'm gonna keep going strong. Okay, because if that place won't quit, I won't quit. That place, man, it's a flea market.
Yeah, it's what it
Now
looks
we
like.
got Chick-fil-A shut
Chick-fil-A's.
down now.
Did they move out officially?
Yeah,
done, yeah.
they're closed.
Man,
There's a mall in Houston that I went to one time, a big ass mall, and it was close to Pasadena. So you get closer to Pasadena, that's a lot of Mexicans over there on that side. Bro, this place was a full-on Mexican 2-story flea market. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like me and my wife, we were just checking out malls in Houston, right? So we go upstairs to what's supposed to be the food court. There's a quinceañera going on up there, bro.
somebody rented it out,
Bro.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, all the little the food shops, they're not like your like a pizza place and a Chinese place. Nope. They sell menudo right here. They have taquitos over there. They have it was like little Mexico, bro.
Yeah, no, man, I get it. I was in a mall in Houston too, and I was like, fuck, this place is fucking dead. Walk in, we're walking around, right? There's some people selling some jewelry and shit like that, and I'm like, fuck, this shit sucks, dude. So me and Amy, we left, right? And they're like, fuck, whatever. We left. I go to work, and they're like, man, dude, y'all don't got good malls around here? He's like, nah, man. So we went to one that fucking sucked, dude. He's like, which one? Right there, right off of, I can't remember the fucking road. Greenspoint? They're like, what the fuck were you doing in Greenspoint Mall? I was like, what the fuck's so bad about Greenspoint Mall? He's like, dude, they call it Guns Point Mall. Yep. Like, dude, that's like the worst fucking neighborhood you can be in. Oh, wow. And I was like, oh, my bad.
That's why nobody was there.
That's why nobody was there. I was like, wow, makes a lot of sense. I'm like, explains all the gunfire.
The only mall to go to over there is the Galleria.
No, that's it.
That's
bro.
it. Don't go to any other
away
ones,
from all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, have you been to the mall in Midland? That place is
That's
jumping.
that's a nice mall.
That place is jumping. It was like a club. There was lights.
Yeah.
I mean, they had fog machines.
So I wonder what's that mall doing that our mall could fucking pick up?
That mall is ran by Simon.
Yep.
It's a Simon mall. So Simon is the ones that have like the really nice, like the domain.
Oh shit! Okay.
Galleria.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's Simon. So if you see something that's owned by the Simon, it's called like a Simon's Mall.
Okay.
They usually have all the nicer stores. Like the one in Midland has like Coach. They have I think they just got not Alo. What's that other brand? The yoga clothes. My wife wears it. Lululemon. They just got Lululemon in there. Lululemon. They got all the nice stores in that mall, and most of the Simon's malls have all the nicer, fancier stuff. There.
Shit.
That's if you go to the one in Midland, it's like, oh yeah, this is a mall.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fucking side note, you know why it's called Lululemon?
Why?
Because the fucking owner didn't want Chinese ripoffs because they can't pronounce Lululemon.
That's the reason why? I
That's
didn't
the only
know
reason.
that.
He's like, they'll call it Lululemon. He thought it was funny. I was like, what the fuck?
I did not know that.
I was listening to him
You
talking.
just
I'm
got
like,
canceled right there. Just kidding.
yeah, something needs to happen with the fucking mall though, man. Something, I don't know what the fuck.
Our mall, I think they're past the point of no return.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's
It's
going
gonna be Shannon.
It's Shenangelo.
Yeah, Shenangelo.
Shannon's got its eye on it.
Oh yeah.
Bro, and they were sitting there hearing that. I guess they just got finished with their $6 million acquisition of properties for 2025. Shannon, man. They bought $7 million.
Dude, while we're talking about Shannon,
Yep.
my daughter had to go there 2 days ago to get some X-rays and stuff done. She was having some tummy issues, but I go in there and it's like Chick-fil-A in the emergency room.
Oh, yeah.
And they take a picture of me. He puts my picture on my shirt, scans me, types in a little code. The door opens. I go in there. I mean, the guy that did all that has a gun. I mean, I appreciate all the security, metal detector when you walk in. I just think some people have gone batshit crazy in there and acted a fool, and they've just had enough of it.
That's why they're doing all that now. Yeah.
And, you know, I think even the doctors have, like, their own parking. Like, I think they got, like...
That parking structure next
That
door?
parking structure that's hard. It's got a gate. Like, you ain't going to go find out which doctor did surgery and, you know. But it's just set up. I mean, I'm like, that place is pretty nice now, the way they got it all set up, security-wise and all that. And then you think about our mall that's just dying on the vine. You know, just like, and Angelo, invest some money.
Well, that's how to get where's the money coming from
To keep it.
to accumulate what they've accumulated? Because they got a new cancer center, they got all types of shit, and I'm like,
have you not gotten a medical bill?
I've got them. I don't pay them bitches.
That's how they.
Who pays the medical bills? Who's paying $10,000 for one night?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is the true story. So the mom, she works at Ethicon. She's got like super insurance. They did X-ray scans on my daughter. They did a CT scan, and they ended up finding out she was just constipated. And, I told my daughter,
lay off the cheese.
Yeah, you're full of shit. Okay, but I said, so then they do all them scans. She's there for about 3 hours. This was 2 days ago. And then the lady said, the nurse, the doctor tells me what needs to be done. It's not a big deal. Diet, take some of this, take some of that. Okay, cool.
No more $20 nuggets.
And then here, no more of the nuggets that took out my damn truck. And then here, and I'm thinking of them nuggets again. I'm like, them nuggets, But then the lady at the desk or whatever title she has, she comes and gets us, and she's like, okay, so you have insurance. She has, the mom has her under her insurance. She goes, if I can come talk to y'all over here, we go over there, and then she hits us with the bill. She shows us that it was $9,900 for everything they did. And then she's like, but your insurance paid $7,000, so there's $1,900 left over. How are you guys going to take care of that? And I was just like, well, we split everything, 50-50.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll go ahead and I'll pay. And she's like, can you pay right now? And man, I just got out of work and I went straight over there. I wasn't prepared to just cough up $1,000 right there, boom, done. Yeah. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I got my debit card, got my credit card, got my checking card. I'm checking what all I got on me. And the lady's kind of adamant. She's like, well, we can take debit. And I was like, yeah, but I get on my phone. I'm like, I'm just going to kind of see what I want to use. And she looks at the mom. She goes, and how are you going to pay for it? And she's like, well, I don't have my card on me. It's at the house. So then she turns back. Now I'm on her radar. She's like, so which one are you using? She had that look like, y'all ain't leaving without me getting some money. It honestly reminded me the scene of Casino when the guy's cheating and they had him in there with his hands. Look what they did to my hand. Yeah. I'm not even playing. Yeah. The lady looked at me and said, how are we doing this payment? And then she takes my card, runs it, boom. She's like, do you want it emailed, printed? I was like, both. Let's electronically have the copy. Go ahead and print that. Give it to me. Boom, done. But $1,000 right there. Yep. Just to find out what I found out. And I mean, I said this because I put it on Snap and a lot of people were like, prayers, friend, is everything okay? Friend, do you need anything? Thank y'all. Appreciate that. But then on the flip side, I was just like, I had to kind of copy and paste because there were so many messages. And it was like, daughter's good. Appreciate the prayers. Appreciate the thank yous. Appreciate, the asking. She's good. She just needs to watch her diet. And I was just sending that copy, paste. And I just said to myself, I said, wow, that was let's say there was no insurance. $10,000.
No, you want to know something? It probably would have been better if there was no insurance. Price would have been cheaper. I found this out the hard way.
Oh, yeah. There's a cash price.
There's a cash price. But they can't even offer you that if they know that you have insurance.
They knew we had insurance right off the bat.
If they know you have insurance, that's out the window. It's not even an option.
They are legally under a gag order as soon as you tell them.
No. You're right. And I'll agree to that because I've seen where a body shop, who's paying for it? I've got asked that. Mm-hmm. Who's paying for it, you or the insurance? The insurance, man. I made a claim. Okay, right on.
Perfect.
Then I just see that thing $6,000, and I'm just like, but I thought it was a $1,500 dent or scratch or whatever it was. And yeah, I see it skyrocket. It's like an open range.
Yep.
Like
every time I go to the fucking hospital for whatever reason, right? I sit there and I go into the office. How are we gonna handle this? I'm like, bill me. I mean, what fuck are you gonna get at me? Yeah. You're not gonna hold me here with a gun in my head. Yeah. It's just like, just bill me.
Due to my recent education, I've learned that their most, I think, expensive procedure runs $149,000, $145,000 for one procedure.
What is the procedure?
That's not including anything else. Oh, I don't remember honestly, but I know that.
Fuck, because we went to go get something done, and she straight up, right? We had insurance, and I'm like, well, I don't want to put anything on. Can you give me both prices? And I was like, let's just be honest here, because I'm either going to pay one or the other, Oh, yeah. So she gave me the insurance. Well, this is what we're going to do the insurance. Do y'all's insurance. This is how much it's going to be. Right. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? That's with insurance? She's like, well, we have another option. We have a cash option, if you just want to pay out. And I'm like, she sat there and told me the price. I'm like, yo, bitch, you just knocked off 2/3 of the price.
Yep.
How in the fuck, how does this work?
Fucking scam.
You know, and I'm like, dude, all right, fuck that. I will pay out of pocket because this is a procedure that has to get
She
done.
turned into an aucautioneer. She was like 45, 55,
35. Yeah, fucking quick,
sold.
man. Yep. And I'm like, dude, if we could just handle this shit, like, fuck, be amicable about it. We all know that it's not worth that. You know, your guys are going to be on with the insurance, fucking sit there and complaining about what's going to be approved, the whole coding and shit like that. I mean, y'all, there's shit y'all negotiate. Why the fuck do I gotta,
Should it be a red flag when your doctor comes in with 2 gold chains?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And shows you my chart with his pinky ring.
Oh, no shit like that. Like Dr. Evil, he's like...
Right in here.
Yeah. So actually what you need, I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's a scam, bro. It's all a fucking scam. There's a lot of money going in that fucking hospital coming out from other places, man. Fuck the Shannon Lands that fucking, you got 3 of the majors that are on, they get 20% royalties off this shit.
Yeah, they have
and they required
a lot of oil. They have a lot of oil, like royalties coming in.
Oh yeah.
Originally, that's where their money started.
That's how it started to be the hospital. Yeah. There's a picture of it when you first walk in.
Yep.
Oh, is there? No shit. I didn't even know.
It's like the great-great-grandparents.
Yep. It was
that's kind of
right.
Mr.
You've seen that, Tiff?
Yep, Mr. and Mrs. Shannon.
Yeah.
With a little pump jack in the
We
back.
used to do work on one of those fields.
Yeah.
They're like little paintings.
The field is called
the Shannon
field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucking nuts, man. But I mean, what are you gonna do? How do you? I mean, and then they start buying shit up. Like, how are they not? Is it because of Esperanza? Is that the reason why they're not considered a monopoly?
I don't know. Is that what they said? Because I know there was a big deal whenever Community shut down, and then Shannon bought it out. I know they had some big meeting about it, and I've never followed up to see like what they finally said about it. Because technically it is a monopoly. I guess it is because of Esperanza. Maybe those, what is there, like 2 private ERs?
Yeah, Esperanza's trying to hold strong.
Yeah. But then again, it makes you wonder because they use the same system. Is it the MyChart system that Shannon uses? And I'm like, well, hold on a second, man. There's a lot of fucking correlation that's going on between these two. Right. Do you own La Esperanza, but you keep it under a different entity, so you're not considered a fucking,
Shannon is a nonprofit.
Oh yeah, we all know what nonprofit means. It's just it's a scapegoat.
The
to
same
the
way
IRS.
the Clintons are also a nonprofit. So is the Gates Foundation nonprofit.
God.
Like I don't know. Yeah, nonprofits make money.
Did you see where he skipped like his whole arraignment meeting? Like he was supposed to go to court.
No,
Clinton.
Yeah, I just really read about that.
Yeah, he just said
they're not going to testify.
Yeah,
no shit. I saw something like he was going to claim
he did
presidential
like Dave
immunity or something
Chappelle.
like that.
He said, "I plead the fifth and
oh no shit.
Fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth. Yeah,
fuck. That's kind of pimp though.
It was out.
Oh fuck.
I
man.
saw the funniest TikTok, and not to jump into politics, but where it showed Trump being asked, "Why are we taking over Venezuela's oil?" And then it skipped to like Chappelle, and he said, "Oh,
bitch, you cooking?"
He goes, "You cooking?" And then he knocked over a glass. Run!
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Well, he's making some fucking strides, man, with fucking Venezuela. Then he's like looking at Greenland now. I know he's saying if the U.S. even makes a run at fucking Greenland, that NATO, it's over because they breached Article 5 or Chapter 5, whatever the fuck it is, whatever agreement they have with NATO. So that dissolves that shit. And then people are like, well, NATO will fight back. Well, hold on, bitch. Fucking, we're 90% of NATO.
We finance NATO.
So what the fuck?
Man, here's the thing. I don't agree with everything he does.
No,
I don't jump on everything. But he's gangster. I mean, he don't give a damn. He pushes a button, it gets done. I mean, to kidnap that president in the middle of the night, that shit. I think he made like a video like mocking him dancing. He gets swooped up like 2 days later. Like, think I'm playing?
Yeah, they put him in that fucking, what is that suit? That Nike what?
I don't know what it was called.
It was a jumpsuit, whatever the fuck it is.
A onesie. They put him in a onesie.
They put him in a onesie. Is that what, Nike Tech, right? Is that what they call it? Yeah,
I think it was Nike Tech, yeah.
I'm like, dude, and everyone's like, oh, fucking Maduro just activated fucking whatever. There's 2.5 million, soldiers that are now been activated. Yo, son, we went in there with fucking 20 motherfuckers. We got that bitch out in 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 fucking hours, man. And then the shit that was coming out. That whatever the fuck was flying over, whatever the fuck they were, whatever sound shit.
It was a sound wave.
The sound wave they were hitting them with incapacitated everybody.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah, bro. It's like weird shit.
Like we hit them with some technology they hadn't seen.
Yeah.
It basically dropped all their soldiers to their knees feeling sick, like throwing up, like just nauseated.
So our guys must have went in there with some suits that just like repelled that shit, huh?
Either that or they hit him first and then the guys dropped in, like probably parachuted in, or they were already there just waiting, like, all right, cool, it's done, let's go.
Yeah, but one of the guys that was saying, one of the Venezuelan soldiers was like, dude, these dudes came in. It was one fucking soldier taking motherfuckers out. You thought he was firing a fucking gun at, 300 rounds a minute. He fucking dropping us.
Dude, they honestly, I think they went in with some of the newest toys.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, check out this gun that I just made. Go ahead and take it. Let me know how it works. Leave a review.
Yeah. Give it 5 stars.
Dude, it was
like, share, follow.
Yeah, it was so bad. The fucking the guy from Cuba was telling the guy from Colombia, "Yo, bro, you don't want the smoke. This shit that was happening, you don't want this shit. Keep your fucking mouth shut, because if he comes and gets you, it's in and out."
And it looks like it might pop off in Iran. I mean, they're saying all them innocent people or them protesters are getting shot up.
Would you see the fucking whatever their fucking dollar is? It went to zero.
Wow.
I'm technically a millionaire in fucking Iran. I'm a fucking millionaire like in Iran.
Yeah, stock in that money or what?
No, hell no. Just if I go over there with if I go over there with like $100, I'm like, dude, I'm like King Dingaling. Fuck.
Yeah. He's running it. He's
Because I think what are they equating now? It's 1 million of whatever their money is to $1 of ours.
Whoa.
So I'm like, fuck. Yeah, dude. I got like 5 bands on that. What's up? Something's about to. I mean, you saw the way silver and gold is skyrocketing.
Silver
really did.
Like this year, silver has skyrocketed. Gold too, but the rate that silver has rose, it's fucking
crazy.
Nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Man.
Like, what was it like 2 years ago?
It's at $23.
I bought a bunch of silver coins at $23 a coin. They're $85 right now
per coin.
Per coin.
I'm like,
dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we're getting close to whatever the fuck this end solution is. Because, I mean, Iran, right? We all know the best way to get out of a fucking tight situation that they're in is go to war.
Oh, yeah, that's the way it goes.
It's the way you get out of this shit.
That's their language, too, though. I hate to say it, but I'm saying, peace through power,
I'll be honestly surprised, man, if maybe not this year, maybe next year, but I'm thinking the next couple of years, man, there's a big war coming.
I think so, too.
Interest
we got all our ships deployed out there. There's all kinds of stuff set up.
I mean, you've got so many different fronts going on because they're still looking at the shit with Taiwan and China.
Yes.
They still got the Ukraine shit going on. I don't think the shit with Greenland's going to play out, but then you have Iran going on. You have the shit going on in Israel. Then you have this other shit going on down in South America. But what about the shit that we don't even fucking know about? I mean, we're just talking about things that made the news. There's other shit going on. There's black ops going on daily.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck knows, like, what other little fucking things we're involved in? I said, like, Trump things we're involved in.
A lot of things that we're involved in.
When he starts talking about it,
it's like, we're going to take Greenland. Fuck you guys. Because what was the offering? Like $100,000 per citizen?
Something like that.
Which comes out to like fucking like, what, $40 billion?
I think Greenland came out yesterday and they were like, we're Denmark. We're siding Denmark. That's what they said.
That's what Denmark's saying.
What does that mean, though?
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit.
Okay, we'll take Denmark too, I guess.
Add it in with that Happy Meal.
The only way they would be safe is they sided with Switzerland. Nobody's gonna fuck with them then, because nobody fucks with Switzerland.
Nobody does.
No, well, they're neutral.
They never had a Trump, so
yeah, you never really hear about them making a lot of noise. The Swiss. They make good watches.
Oh, yeah. Because I tell you one thing, who got real fucking quiet is the UK. They shut the fuck up.
They sure did.
France opened up their big mouth. They're like, oh, we're going to fight. We're back in Denmark and shit like that. Fucking UK was like the Homer fucking, that Homer who's going into the bushes and shit. He's like, don't want none of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of looking forward to, not looking forward to it. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen in the next couple of years, man. Hopefully, I mean, the interest rates are dropping. Yeah. People might start buying houses.
I heard about the house rates are dropping. I heard, yesterday I saw it on the news that Trump's trying to throw the 10% cap on credit cards. I think that's going to be good. It will hurt the subprime customer where if you got bruised credit and you're trying to apply for a credit card, instead of getting accepted, you're going to get declined because a credit card company will take a chance on you, but they'll charge you 30%.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to give you $300 and charge you interest on it to where you never pay the thing off. But they get paid.
Yeah.
Now at 10%, the skin in the game is too small, so it's going to be either if you got bruised credit, you're not getting.
Yeah.
That can offset some things. Just
Building
a little
credit
bit.
would be hard.
But, you know, for the people that already have credit card debt or are already paying stuff, man, it's just going to help, you know, stimulate the economy.
Yeah, no, it's for a year, right?
It's kind of like you're worried more about the, you know, 10%, but look out for the other 90%. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the statistics are, but I'm just saying for the majority of the people that have already got their foot in the water and are trying to pay stuff off and get caught up, this will be a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think so, man. I mean, I've heard some other analysts talking about that 2026, dude, we're going to boom. You know, with all the shit with the interest rates and all this other shit, there's like, dude, spending's coming. There's a lot of foreign investment that's coming in. You know, so they said it was kind of replicating. I don't know what fucking year that was, but it's like we're on track to see a nice little boom for everybody. You know, then again, people with shitty credit probably not. Yeah. But then again, I mean, were they really gonna just come up anyways?
It depends on where you're at. You know what I mean? Is it gonna be good for you or not?
Yeah.
You know.
Man, it's gonna be fun, man. And of course, man, with fucking real estate, dude, there's so much shit you can get into. With fucking flipping homes, you know. Just, I don't know. Like, that's the other thing is that how do you get the funds? You know, I'm not real savvy on any of that shit.
Man, from what I've been looking at is if you can find a good piece of property, that's what it always boils down to: location, you know, the want and the need, the demand, everything about that location. If you can just get it to where it's reasonable, where you can buy it and fix it, and not, you know, spend an arm and a leg trying to fix it, $10,000 to $20,000. You know, let's say you buy some property for $80,000. 80 is like the new 50.
Yeah.
You know, and you're about $100,000 in it, and you sell it. $100,000 house is a lot easier, I believe, to sell than a $300,000 house. Well, you sell it. If you can make your margin at least $30,000 to $40,000, take that, put it aside. You're gonna have to do it a couple times, maybe 2-3 times. Then you buy your first true home that you can invest and get it all back. Then you turn around and you buy another one, because there's people here in town, believe it or not, and I know there is, that have multiple real estate rental properties, 20, 30, 40, and they're still working. And when I hear those numbers, I'm like, why? But, you know, that's like somebody winning the lottery. Why still work?
Yeah. There's a couple of them here in town, man, that I know, like, for damn sure. And they used to be real big real estate agents, you know, and they got 400 fucking homes.
Goddamn.
Over a long career, but it's like, goddamn, you know. And then of course their own, I guess, real estate firm, whatever, they manage their own properties.
Manages them,
You know, and I was just like, how does somebody accrue that many houses? Yeah. You know, but then again, I guess you don't want to. You're right. Your money makes more sense in investment property than sitting in the fucking bank.
It's the true definition of making money while your eyes are closed.
Yeah.
Like you're literally getting paid while your eyes are closed. And the housing market, it's going to do great things, you know, with this whole real estate stuff that's fixing to shift. I was telling somebody, I remember, you know, 2-3 years ago when COVID had just ended, dealerships had 5 cars and the real estate market was tanking. We're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, 2026 should be better, man. I mean, I kind of remember the first month of 2025 saying, this is the worst year ever.
Yeah.
And it was like January 15th, you know. A year ago to this day, damn near. But, you know, it's just a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people do complain about, you know, pricing and shit like that. Like eggs have come down a lot. You know, my grocery bill has fallen a little bit, and I was nothing to brag about. Yeah. Definitely nothing to brag about.
Still not getting enough for $200.
No, fuck no. But I mean, it's a lot more than it was, you know, past 2 years ago. You know, where we were paying like fucking $14 for a carton of eggs, and now the same carton of eggs are costing me $7.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you're at the grocery store with 2 baskets, you're balling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I said it should be somebody was fucking 2 carts deep, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and they're like, well, how, you know, came to pay. And I'm sitting there paying attention. I'm like,
had to be 1,000 plus, 1,200.
Oh, easy. Sitting there pulling out the EBT card. And I'm like, fuck, I missed
You're
that.
paying.
Yeah, I'm paying. Hey, when's fucking barbecue, man? You know? Then again, I mean, I hear you can't buy the shit you used to buy.
Yeah.
You know, like soft drinks and shit like that.
That'll
you know?
take place in April.
Oh, it's in April, so it's not happened yet? Okay, well, fuck. That makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, God damn, why he fucking goes out, bro? And I'm like, well, I wonder what he's fucking. I'm curious. Come on, I mean, I'm curious what he's getting into. You know, we're walking out and he's getting into a fucking F-350 Platinum.
Nice.
And I'm like, nice. Fuck.
Car father tell him that?
Yeah.
If it's used, yes, it's a possible chance.
What's the top of the line GMC?
Ultimate.
The Ultimate.
The
Okay.
Denali Ultimate.
Fuck.
that has massage seats and
no shit,
just about every bell and whistle. Yeah, so what's pretty neat about those trucks, you can remote start them, and they will have the massage seats already turned on. You get in it, it just starts massaging you. Literally, like if you want to be warm, back pain, anything like that. Going to work.
No shit. Okay. What's the sticker price on something like that?
If you're going 3/4 ton, looking at about 102. 100,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's half tons that run pretty close to that, man. 95,000. We're in that era. I tell people I see year over year, every vehicle goes up about $5,000 to $6,000. So if you have a 2024 and you compare it to a 2025, exact same options, it's about $4,000 to $5,000 more.
Yeah.
It's every year.
You seem to sell a lot of these fucking vehicles, man. What are people doing? Like, where's these jobs at?
God,
is it oil field? Is it fucking...
a lot of it, it is
social
a little
media.
bit of oil field, a little bit of social influence, but I see a lot of it is oil field. I do see a lot of people that are working that have a second job or like a second, like some type of investment or something that they're into.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I do see that because on the application they're like, "Hey, can I include this income?" And I'm like, "Man, include whatever you want. Let's go."
Damn, man. Do you ever get those? I'm like, I'm gonna dabble into some of that investment.
Man, I have had some people that I sell that have even told me, "Hey, if you ever want to leave this job, you want to do this," and I'm like, "Man, I appreciate it." And save their number, keep it in. The neatest one is I've sold a couple people that have that are brokers. Now, real estate agents, cool. But it's the brokers you really want to get in, and the brokers and the builders. And those are the people that I just want to get in bed with. I want to just have a good relationship with. And I've sold quite a bit of them, and I've kept their numbers, and I told them, just give me a little bit of time. I'm right there.
How long do you have to work under a broker before you can become a broker?
So you have to at least be in real estate 2 years.
Okay.
By law.
Yeah.
By law. You have to be a real estate agent for 2 years, be certified, up to date with everything, and then you can apply to be a broker, but then you can because the whole time, even when you jump on, you can work under a broker the whole time. But you can become a broker for yourself. That's kind of my plan, man. I want to do real estate for 2 years, run with it, and then my assistants that work for me, I've told them, if you just stick with me, once I become a broker, I'm going to make you guys real estate agents, and then we're going to have like an umbrella where we can do like Carfather LLC. We're selling cars, we're selling houses, and we just do it all. And then we do properties.
Housefather.
Yeah.
The Housefather. And I told them, I said, I want to get a building that I'm renting, that I can put you guys in, and you're constantly posting houses, or because there's some laws and rules that they can't physically go and show the house.
Yes.
But they can set the appointment, they can post the house, and then I can get involved for the showing and the closing and all that. But at the same time, then when it comes to a car, they can pretty much do everything. Like literally, I sold 3 cars today right before I came up here. That's why I was telling you I was running just a little bit late.
Yeah.
And one of my assistants did the whole deal. I mean, I kind of felt bad because I shook the customer's hand when they got there. She test drove them, did the write-up. I mean, she's worked for me for 4 years, did the whole deal, and then I was there when they came out of finance, and I shook their hand. I kept an eye on the deal, texting the manager, where we at, where we're looking at, previous customer.
Yeah.
Putting in, I like to say, putting the blessing on the deal, like, hey, man, look out for my people, previous customer. But I just hate the fact that they saw me for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But again, to do volume, I did 31 cars last month in December. I had 6 days off. There was Christmas Eve, and then minus the days that I took off. But I sold 31 cars. And I had a couple salesmen from other dealerships message me because I talked to some guys from Chevy, from Dodge, and they asked me, what'd you end up on? And I said, man, I sold 31. And they were like, bro, that's, not to put a feather in my hat, but they were like, that's pretty strong in December in San Angelo with Christmas shopping,
Oh, yeah.
Nalga freezing weather, Yep. People say, what exactly is Nalga freezing? So here's where I'm going with this. I post a lot of crazy stuff, sometimes funny stuff on Facebook. I have never been banned or restricted where I lose my access to Facebook for like language, or violence, or anything like that. But there's this picture that it pops up on my Facebook, and I have instructed my assistants, do not post that picture no more because it keeps getting red flagged. It's a picture of, it's like a straight line with a curve, and it says today's forecast, and it's on the bottom, it says freezing nalgas. That's it. That's all it says. It's not bad. It looks like, an 8-year-old could draw it. You know, it
Well,
looks
just 'cause not, that's
it
probably-
looks like a half a tire, and it pops up on Facebook and it says you're banned for 24 hours for the picture you posted, and I'm like, what did I post? And sometimes I get on my phone, I'm like, what'd y'all post? And I click on it, and you have to dig past a couple screens, and then finally it shows you the image, and then it's all, this image may contain, and I'm like, well, show me the image. And I click on it, and it's a picture from 4 years ago. My assistants share my posts. Like if it was something from a year ago, 2 years ago, it's like a memory, but I tell them to repost it. I go, make it look fresh. Even though it was something that was posted 6 years ago, repost it, but make it look like it's fresh. That way it pops up on the timeline. That way it doesn't look like you shared a memory. Make it look like you just did it. Well, they're posting this raw footage of this 8-year-old drawing that makes it look like it's for the first time. And then we get banned for a whole day, sometimes 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's that stupid freezing nalgas picture. And I'm like, no more.
I was like, go in there and delete that.
I actually had a meeting. Oh, it won't even let me delete it. I tried to delete it too. And it says it goes against their violations of their rules and the community standards. And I'm like, it's a picture that looks like it takes 2 seconds to draw.
I've seen way worse shit than that.
Oh
Yeah,
sure.
100%. They're like, if you saw this, then this is how your mind thinks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
That's
whatever.
fun. Man, there was one thing you said that kind of made me, it was really curious to me. When you said you want to sell houses and sell cars. Like, how do you do both? How do you do both?
Oh man, you have to make time.
Yeah.
And like a wise man by the name of Oscar said, there's not enough time.
There's not enough time.
But you know what? I'm going to give it the best run I can. You know, it's just time management.
Yeah.
Having assistance helps.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Sure.
absolutely.
I tell people the reason I have them is not to like show, oh, I got it like that. It's the fact that I just don't want to look unprofessional. The one that my assistant sold today, had I have not had an assistant, I literally would have been telling him, I'll be right there, sir. Give me just a second. And with the finger, I hate that. Like, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Are you good? You've asked me if I'm good 6 times. You know what I mean? I've almost had that happen where customers like, you keep checking on me. I don't want water. You've asked me 4 times if I'm thirsty. I'm not thirsty, you know. So at least with an assistant, you're keeping it flowing. Nobody wants to go to a dealership and be there for 4 hours. And I like to commend myself. I usually can keep it under an hour and a half per car. I mean, you personally bought a car for me.
Oh, yeah.
How fast was it? Was it pretty efficient?
No, yeah. I thought it was fucking quick as shit. I'm like, cool. I sat there and took a couple pictures. I think I sent you a picture of it.
And you've bought me you've bought probably 5-6 cars, maybe more. And from the time you've known me, from business trucks to personal vehicles to wife's car to your
I think
rides.
all together, we're probably 9, 10
I was
cars.
going to say 8 to 9. Yeah, 9 to 10. So what I was going to ask is, all the years that you've known, was that one pretty? And I was in a trailer. I mean, when you bought your Tahoe, was it?
No, I thought. I can't even talk right now. What the reason I go to you, man, it's just the transaction's easy. Hey, I like the way this looks. This is where I need to be. You know, let me know what I got to put down. The transaction's easy.
Do you remember when I told you the color matched your eyes?
Yeah, I remember that. And I was like, you're going to look so good. He told me to sit down in it. He's like, do you feel yourself in it?
Holy shit.
I said, who's the first person you're going to show your new car to?
Abraham.
And he had just unlocked it. He had just opened the door, and I go, who's the first person you're going to show your new car to? It's like personal ownership, kind of telling yourself, you know, do you see this in your driveway? Hey, go take it home, see if it fits in your garage.
Yeah.
You know?
What was fucking hilarious, though, I was taking Eli that Saturday, because I think it was what was it? Was it a Saturday? No, it wasn't a Saturday. I was taking Eli to work, and I was like, I've been on Facebook for fucking the past 2 weeks, bro. I was like, I'm looking for that year model, because I used to have a Suburban that year model. And a matter of fact, the Suburban you sold me. And I'm sitting there fucking looking through it, right? And I'm like, I'm looking for a fucking Tahoe, 2010.
He wasn't looking for it to be lifted or have some badass tires.
Because I was going to do that myself.
Plus, that was just the icing on the cake.
I was going to put a lift on it. I'm going to do all this shit. And I'm sitting there driving, and my Eli's like, hey, Dad, check it out. And I turned the sound. I was like, what the fuck? All right, I don't have to do shit to this one. So I dropped him off. I turned back around. Man, I fucking bought it that day.
Hell yeah.
I was like, fuck. But yeah, no, transaction, easy as shit, smooth.
I think that's how my Tundra that I bought from you was like that too. I saw it one day. I sent him a picture of because I screenshotted it. I was like, hey, what can you tell me about this? And you just told me this is what it is. Here's how much they're wanting for it. If you're interested, let me know. And I was like, well, it'd have to be this. And you were like, yeah, we got you whenever you're ready. Come in and just like that. I think maybe you're right. Probably like an hour and a half I was there.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've been into Jim Bass, and I laughed at that motherfucker. I'm like, hey, with the back and forth, man, I'll tell you what I want. You know,
and not to like, boost my store up, but I really like that they don't play the back and forth game. They don't, man. And I will tell people this: is it easier a vehicle that's been there 60 days to just start cutting the legs off of it? It definitely is. It doesn't hurt me. I always tell people I'm a volume salesman. I remember the days of selling 6-8 cars. You sell 6 or 8 cars, you're trying to pay your bills on 6 or 8 cars.
Yeah.
When you sell 30, you're going to be fine. There's more than enough, And I tell people this town is so small. And there's a time in about 2007 that the bulb clicked, and I said, I don't want to be average, but I want to walk into a restaurant and I want to not duck and dodge. I want to be proud to be in there and people see me and I'll be like, hey, and I love when I'm with somebody and I tell them, hey, I sold him a car, or they walk by and it's, it's a handshake. Hey man, you're just appreciated. You don't want to be in there and you're like, why'd that guy look at you? I sold him a ride. Why does he look mad at you? You don't want that.
Give him the
and there are some salesmen, again, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus, but people know who they are. There's some salesmen out there that they don't care. They'll talk you into letting your car go. They don't care if they're going to sell you another car. They live for that moment right there and then. And while we're on here, I just want to tell you, I don't care what your salesman says. If you let your car go and talks you into buying another car, it will hurt you. And when he says in 6 months you can refinance it, no, you can't. You know that meme on TikTok? No, you're not.
Yeah,
I should make that when I'm going to refinance it. You're not. Like, yes, you will with certain circumstances. You put money down, you have equity. Yes, in 6 months, you can go to a bank, you can refinance it 100%. You will be able to lower the payment. If you don't like the rate, yes, you will be able to. But if you are trading a car for another car and you're rolling $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on top of it, you still have taxes, your salesman is lying. Yeah. And I tell people straight out. And I tell people sometimes whenever they're asking me, they ask me, and I'm not one of those offer, do not offer. No, I will tell you, listen, man, you're gonna feel this for a little bit because of your credit. It's bruised. You're gonna pay on it. Give it a time. Give it a year. Give it 2 years. Then refinance it. But on a straight purchase, a lot easier to refinance. Yeah. But if you're trading a car for another car, very, very hard to refinance, especially if there's any inequity. Yeah. While we're talking about that, I don't know if I told you about this last time, but before I sold cars, I wanted to start a business. Before I was going to do real estate, I got out of the car business for just a very small amount of time, like 6 months.
Damn, I think I know where you're going because I'm about to ask the same question.
And I was working at an RV dealership, and I was the finance guy there. But I wanted to start a business called The Third Baseman, and it's like being a broker, but for the car business. Yes. Did we talk about this last time?
No. I actually had this idea. I was like, this.
But I wanted to start this business called The Third Baseman because in the car business, whenever you make that phone call, and this happened to me yesterday. I had a customer come in, look at a vehicle. Everything was good. She loved it. She was like, I love it. I love everything. Love the payments. Love everything. Let me make a quick phone call. Boom. Gets on the phone. Comes back. The credit score is like in the 500s. I think her interest rate quoted was 16%. But right off the bat, I told her, friend, your interest rate's high because you haven't bought a car. And you're going to have to feel a little bit of the pain with the bank for a while till you get your stuff up. And then you turn around, the next car you buy, you're going to get the better interest rate. You just got to prove yourself to the bank. Yeah. This is honestly just based off score. You got to prove yourself. That's all this is. And there's a little bit of risk for the bank, so that's why they're charging what they're charging you. So she's like, okay, let me make a quick phone call. The guy that's on the phone tells her, the interest rate's too high, walk out. So she looks me on the face and she goes, he's telling me to hold off because the rate's high. And I said, I agree. I said, I told you that right off the bat that I thought the rate was high. But let him know that your score is at a 520 and that you're not putting any money down. The risk for the bank is very high, and we're asking him for the max loan amount on this vehicle. Mm-hmm. And I go, but if he's so concerned about it and he feels you should get a better rate, tell him to cosign. And I'm not being a smart ass, and I told her, I'm not being smart aleck. I'm saying if he cares about you so much, tell him to cosign. And I go, that way we don't have an issue with the rate because I call it the 3 M's. People, whenever they don't buy a car from me, I tell them it's either the machine. You told me you were good with the car. You loved it, everything about it. Okay, so I know it's not the machine. I go, then it's the money. I go, we're talking about the payment, the down payment, the interest rate, something. Or it's me. I go, those are the only 3 reasons people don't buy a car from me. And I go, did I do something for you? I ask people, did I do anything to, they're like, no, you were great. You didn't offend me. And I'm like, okay, so it's not me. It's not the machine. It's the money. It's the rate. It's the down payment. It's the payment. And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
And then I go, well, let's figure it out. And then I start funneling, trying to close all doors to all objections, and I try to figure it out. And when it's the interest rate and there's somebody that's third basing, because that's why it's called the third basing, it's somebody that's involved that's not there, but they're looking out for the person, and I get it, but they're not seeing everything that's happening.
Yes.
So I wanted to start a business called the Third Baseman, because I hear stories of what happens to people when they buy cars. I hate to say it, man, but the Hispanic community is the ones that get it the worst. Mm-hmm. You know, you get the Hispanic lady that doesn't really speak English. She goes in there, they take advantage, and I've seen it at dealers. And again, I'm not saying because all my dealerships high and mighty. I'm just saying we don't like to play the games, but I've seen it where I've worked at other places and I've seen stuff happen, and it's just not right. You know, the old lady. She's buying a car for the grandson. The grandson can't buy steam off the hamburger. The grandma's buying it. She's 70. It's a convertible Mustang.
Can't buy steam off the hamburger.
She's buying a convertible Mustang, and she's damn near 80, and they put $6,000 worth of warranty, you know, and the loan's longer than she's gonna live. I'm just saying, that sucks, and I see it happen. But I wanted to start a business called the Third Baseman, where if somebody could hire me for $500, $1,000, something reasonable. And I go in there and I save them thousands.
Yes.
Thousands. The very first thing I would ask if I was to walk in with them, I'd say, let the dealership run your credit. No matter what, a dealer has to pull your credit. They have to see what they're working with. Now, don't shoot my credit to 10 banks. Don't turn into Rambo and start sending it to 10 banks and let me get 12 letters. Be better than that.
Yeah.
That again has to do with the guy behind the computer. If he's an idiot, he's going to click submit to 12 banks, Chase Bank, Santander Bank. You have a prime bank, you have a subprime bank. Why? Why would you send it to both banks? One, you need a 700 credit score. One, you need a 500 credit score. Yes. You're going to send it to both banks? Which score am I? Yeah. But there's the guy behind the desk. He's like the Wizard of Oz. He has a lot to control of that. But there's the rate. Then you got the deal itself. When people are buying a car, and I always tell people, if I can't sell you a car, you can always call me. And I've had this happen where somebody called me and they said, hey, I'm looking at this Bronco, the Ford Bronco Sport. They're selling it to me for $22,000. I was like, dang, that's not bad. That's a good price. I didn't know nothing about the deal. I didn't bash the deal. I didn't care that she was buying it somewhere else. I said, $22,000, that's not bad, friend. I said, what year is it? She goes, it's a 23. I said, okay. I said, how many miles are on that thing? Just curious. She was like, 90,000. Whoa. Red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag. This car is 90,000 miles. It's a 23. Would they work for Uber?
Yeah.
You know?
It's an enterprise car.
More than enterprise cars. At least enterprise is pretty up to date. 40, 50,000 miles, 90,000 miles. I'm being serious. That car was ran hard. So then I tell her, I said, look, give me just a second. I got her on the phone. It took me 2 seconds. I type in 22, it was a 22 or 23 Bronco, 90,000 miles, and I just hit enter. Actually, what I did was I typed in the year model, the make model, and I hit enter on Google to see what other Broncos go for. Here's where it was crushing. Let's say it was a 22 Ford Bronco. It pulled up Broncos for 21,000, 23,000, same, kind of the same price, but 30,000 miles, 40,000 miles. I screenshot them. I said, friend, this is an hour away. It's in Abilene. This one's 2 hours away. It's in Midland. I said, I don't know the deal you got. I'm not saying you got a bad deal, but for the same year, half the miles, you would have to drive your car for 3-4 more years to get the mileage this one has.
Yes.
It's the same price. Here's the kicker. If they're selling it for 21, what do they really own it for? 19? What are they making? 1,000, 2,000? Now, where you're buying this car at, and it's got 90,000 miles, what are they making?
Yes.
And I go, now let's make it interesting. I'm going to type in the miles, the year of what you're looking at, and let's see what pops up. One popped up about 2 hours away for $15,000. It was a $7,000 difference. And the thing is, it was just a friend, but she was buying it for her daughter was buying it on her own. She was mama bear watching. I wasn't involved. I told her, hey, but if that was my kid, stop the deal immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately, you need to stop it. And she did. And I looked out for her, and you know, she said,
and there's a lot of things because it really is intimidating when you go in and buy a vehicle. You know, I mean, fuck, I bought plenty of them. It is intimidating. You go into the fact that, hey, do I know? You know, I don't know the fucking jargon. I don't know how you're working and stuff like that. Because, I mean, I bought 9, 10 from you alone, but I bought fucking plenty of them from other people. You're easy to fucking, hey, this is what it is. It's easy to explain to you. But the transparency's there, definitely. But some of these other car dealerships, you don't get that. It's just like, well, here's just what it is. You know, I'm not going to get the better deal. I just need you to sign the paperwork so you can get the fuck out and I can get somebody else here. Yeah. Yeah. But that's not a bad idea. So instead of being brokering cars is what, you know, not a bad idea.
What made me kind of pump the brakes on the whole thing is just because we're in San Angelo. What I was told by a car guy, he goes, you can start that business where you have a team. Because then I was like, you know what? If it's going to be me, I'll teach my assistants to do it and I'll have them go. Because what they threw at me was the dealer doesn't have to sell to you. And he's right. A customer can literally walk in, and if they were to walk in with me and they'd be like, oh, they got the third baseman. Tell them, nope, we pass on the deal.
Yeah, we're not selling
because we're going to sell 300 cars. Your one car deal doesn't matter to us. Go save thousands somewhere else. Go across the street, whatever. That could happen. I could actually keep my customer from buying a car just because I walk in with them. So then I thought, okay, well then I'll train a bunch of girls or guys and I'll have them go with them. Now you can't keep up with how many employees I got because they're going to be going in.
You can't turn those all down.
But ultimately, I just thought, do I want to get blackballed from San Angelo? Because this is my hometown. This is where I live. I said, the only other way is just offset it by just pushing volume. Try to sell as many cars.
That makes sense.
Try to, you know, I have 2 billboards this year. I'm thinking, hopefully, God willing, I'll get one more. I'll have 3 billboards. I go, just keep it. You know, the thing that kills me is when somebody goes, oh, I forgot you sell cars.
How? You don't look at billboards or what?
Have you been in a cave? Like, bro. So that's the part that I want to work my ass off for, where I'm advertising, billboards, doing TikToks, doing shirts, doing flyers, towels, giving referrals. Like, you know, I give out $100 for anybody that buys a car from me. They're always good to come to the dealership, call me. Hey, I'm going to go pick up my referral. Yes. Yeah. But there's a catch. You have to take a picture with me. Oh no, my hair looks.
You better come done.
Then hold the sign that says Sergio gave me 100. Cover your face. I just need proof that you got your 100 because I don't ever want somebody to say he didn't pay me, I didn't get paid. It could be just your hands. I'm cool with it. But I've done that. I've had people try to put, no, I don't look good in pictures. Not a problem. Just hold the billboard thing. Because I got like this little mini billboard that's $100 bill. But that's the only thing that I've only heard it once in a couple months. I forgot that you sell cars. How? We constantly post. We're constantly on social media, TikTok, Instagram, everything. Anything we post, we're literally on 4 outlets. The only thing I'm not on is X or Twitter. You know, I'm not on it. And I feel like I should be engaged on that, but we're not. We just really haven't gotten.
I don't really think that it really gets that much support. You know?
I'm glad that I got Facebook and TikTok. I mean, Facebook and Instagram tied together. As soon as I post something, it goes straight to Instagram. Yeah. You know, but that third baseman has crossed my mind to do that.
What does a billboard run for?
So I have the one at Fiddle. I'm going on year 3, man. I've had that billboard for 3 years. That billboard runs $450 a month, and I don't think I'm getting a discount because I've been there so long. That's what I paid 3 years ago. That's what I'm still paying. The only thing I've negotiated for $25 is that I want it lit up till about 11 o'clock. Because I've had some people pass by there at 8 o'clock and it's dark. And then they take a picture of me. They're like, hey, I saw your billboard. And it's dark. I'm like, I can't even see myself. So then I called them and I said, hey, man, how do I keep that thing lit up? They're like, oh, for $25.
Of course,
keep it lit up till 11. Damn. So I kept that lit. And then I got the one by the base right there where Lone Wolf. And I paid the money to get that one lit up. So I think between both, I pay like $850 a month. Which is, you know, I say to myself, if I could sell 2-3 cars a month, those billboards are paid. You know, and that's how I need to switch them up though. When you switch them up, when you switch the design, that's when it gets a little expensive. Because you're gonna pay $250-$300 for the design change plus $600 for the new art. It's $900 when you change it, and when you do 2, which I got hit with about 7 months ago, it was $1,800. And I remember when I got the bill, I was like, whoa. Y'all charging me for 3 months up front?
Tell me about it.
Y'all
man.
wanted 3 months up front. That's why if you see that Carfather signature one stay up for a couple months, I'm just riding it out. I just want to see how it works. But just like anything, man, if you don't switch it up, it stays stagnant.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's just like TikToks. I don't get on TikTok for about a month or two. It becomes stagnant. You know, I turn around and drop a video where a bull's hitting me and I'm going against the wall. All of a sudden, I'm relevant. I'm important now. And I dropped on my TikTok. I didn't boost it. I did it naturally. And I want to say it's got like 1,000 views. It's nothing big. It's been up for like a week. I did the Stranger Things where I'm levitating up in the air and my eyes are rolling back. And it's AI, but it's exactly my body. It's
What's the
crazy.
song?
Superame. I swear. It says Vector. If I'm listening to the song, this will free me. And it's all, yeah, superame. But he's levitating. And then the people from Stranger Things are behind me. And my eyes are rolled back. And it looks legit. I even like it because he's got like a six pack. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's so realistic. You know? It's so realistic, the picture. But hilarious. There's that one. And then I made a TikTok where of all the times I've DJ'd at City and some of the places, I made a TikTok where I mashed them all together. And the song's by Tiro Tiro. It's called Tiro Tiro. And it has like a little bit of a cumbia beat, but kind of up to date. And that one got a lot of hits too. And it's had some shares. But I haven't put out a TikTok probably in about a month. And I dropped those two and it threw it right back in there where, you know, it circulates. It's just crazy, man, because if you do not put yourself in front of people, you become irrelevant. They're just like,
easily forgotten.
It happens fast too.
Yeah, the whole social media shit, man. It's a whole other job, man.
Or podcasts. What it do?
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby? You heard it first here.
Well, shit on that note, man. That was a good note.
Yeah.
Hey, Sergio, man, thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys always having me. And I hope the next time I come, I can 100% say I'm a real estate agent.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right? Because I have to be done by March 1st.
Oh, no shit.
I have to be done by March 1st.
We'll be talking to you March 1st.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, fuck
Put
it.
him on the board.
It's going to get to it then.
Yes, sir.
Well, shit, guys, thank you for listening. And shit, we'll catch you on next week.
What it do?
What it do?